Hello everyone, and welcome to the first gameplay video for 35mm, a reasonably short indie horror walking simulator made in the Unity game engine. This game has head bob motion when moving, so it may bother some people when playing or viewing. I have played through this game before. Some months ago I actually played and recorded 90% of the game for YouTube. I ended up scrapping my recorded footage due to technical recording issues. So I'm trying it again. Some general information. Time to beat on this game is 4 hours to 5 hours. Type of gameplay is just going to be normal, and collecting anything will just be normal items throughout the game. So look at the menu here. Got new game, settings, notation, delete data, exit, and info. We'll start with settings. I've already got this game configured and set up for how I'm going to be playing it. High quality graphics, middle point for mouse sensitivity, maximum sound volume, 1080p resolution, anti-aliasing. I don't know what kind of anti-aliasing it uses. SSAO on, FPS limit on. I don't like motion blur, so I usually always turn that off. And then language, you can select your language here. Be using English with subtitles. And brightness, there's 6 different levels of brightness. I have it on level 3, the midpoint. So that's really all the settings here. Then notation. Number 1, your history is automatically stored in checkpoints. Number 2, pick up food, water, and first aid kits to maintain health, as well as batteries for the flashlight, which is tab inventory. 3, use key E to interact with objects. Actions made during the game may affect the final game, the ending. Number 5, the interaction with some objects increases the power of your spirit. I'm not entirely sure what that means. And then number 6, below are shown photographs taken by you on the camera. And you'll use the mouse scroll wheel to go between them when you have some. So any pictures you take in the game, they'll show up here. Delete data will just clear your save data, and I think your settings persist, but your save data goes away. And then info just gives you some information on the developer. And I think that should about cover that. So first we'll watch the opening cutscene, and then I'll go over game controls, the UI, things of that nature. And I'll show you my readings here. This is a DirectX 9 game. It's an older game, so... Alright, so we'll click new game. Here we go. The house is empty. Look around if you want to. Alright, I have to check my inventory. We'll get to it in a minute. Alright, so your basic movement, was to WASD, WASD, whatever you want to call it, for movement. You have a jump key. You can run. You can crouch. It's a hold to crouch. You have a use key, a reload key for your weapons, the inventory, which basically shows you health kits, I believe, first aid, food, batteries. Your camera is on number key 1. Your knife is on number key 2. Those are basically our two main weapons. Well, camera's not a weapon. F for flashlight. I don't know what that says, but it looks like it's coordinates to where we are, I guess, in the map. So yeah, these are basically the things you'll collect. Health items, food, batteries. And speaking of the usable items, you have keys 1 through 5, number keys. They represent usable items, such as weapons in your camera. So we'll get more stuff later. And here's our flashlight. That's our knife. Where's our flashlight? There's our flashlight. Can't technically see it, you just see the beam. But you don't want it on all the time because it does use batteries. And you got our knife here. Kind of just meant to do it like that. It does try to do some different animation there, but... And then we got our camera. And right click doesn't zoom or anything. If you left click, you kind of have, you see your little cursor dot. That represents the middle of the screen. But when you left click, it takes the picture, and then it appears in your menu here under notations, where you can mouse wheel scroll through them, like I mentioned. And you have unlimited film, so you can take as many pictures as you want. And I think that covers that. There's not really any UI to speak of, so that's about it. Don't know if this guy ever actually tells us we can go if you're ready. I don't know if he ever actually says his name, but let's go in here and look around. Can't read the note. I'm just going to close the drawer. Look at that, though. Dude with a big scythe. Pretty sweet. Whoa. Okay, you just picked that up. So you can pick up some things. Nothing. Okay, I'm gonna turn that on. Save our flashlight. Heh, he said there was nothing. So we got 2 things of food. We already had 1 to start with. I don't think you just lose health automatically. I think you have to get hurt. And then we picked up a battery. Nothing else. Presumably nothing else. Might want to take that hammer. Okay. So you can kind of like walk off here and like go off the beaten path, you're not generally going to find a whole lot. You'll find some stuff, but nothing really to do or collect. And eventually you'll kind of just end up wrapping around to that location anyway, so. This thing over here, I don't know what it's called, but it's a water dispenser. Alright, once we move out here a little ways, he'll eventually start coming with us, I believe. Come on, dude, it's time to go. Go! If you let him get far enough ahead of you, eventually he'll stop and wait for you to catch up. You don't have a map in this game, or even a compass, as far as I remember. Pretty sure you don't. So you can see some structures over here. See, he's already waiting for me. We can go take a look at him. Yeah, I understand why some developers put head bob in games, but generally it's not a good idea. Especially not a good idea if you're not going to include an option to turn it off. But, you know, what can I say? It doesn't bother me extremely, but I don't really like it. So some old battery. Probably some frickin' bear traps out here too. I hope there is no one in the house. It looks unfriendly. I don't see anybody. Keep trying to left click to open doors. What did we get? That was more food, I guess. Let me turn off. Plays a little sound when you pick up a note. Turn off my flashlight because I don't know if the battery still burns when you're reading a note. We have been on the way for about 3 hours. We saw habitable areas, but we didn't dare to explore it. In a kilometer, the tire got deflated. We had to leave the car and stand out off the road. We sat it out for a few days in the house. It was quiet around, nothing but a pair of empty houses, but yesterday we heard shots in the forest and hastened to get out. Okay. Okay, there's a med kit. Well, forget what I said about off the beaten path and not necessarily having anything to collect. And you won't necessarily wrap around back to everything that you see off in the distance, but a lot of the times you do. Let's go check this one out, because we may or may not. Got a well. Looks like it's buried up. Do not need to go far. Okay, that's what it does. So, there's another structure over there. So we're getting too far from our comrade over here, so need to go back to him. Wherever he is, over here somewhere. There he is. By this long tree. Well, what's left of it. Okay. So yeah, I do apologize for the head bob. It's pretty extreme in this game. If I could have forced it off, I would have. Doesn't matter if you're crouched or not. What's he looking at over there? He's got his head cranked that way, to the left. There is some lag. I notice. Wait a minute. Correct. We'll reach the road soon. It's not exactly frame lag, it's just game lag. Got a smoke buddy? A ham sandwich? Something? Now he's kind of looking at me. Well, looking my direction. Seeing texture pop in, or model pop in the distance. Going into a forested area here.
Местность тут дикая. Будь начеку.
It's a dangerous place. Watch your back. Take a picture. Right. So now if we go into notation, there you go. It's flickering because I was scrolling the mouse wheel. And it actually creates a photo or screenshot folder in the game, so you can pull them from there as well. Just like taking a normal screenshot, you're just using an item in the game to do it. But if you wanted to use it, you know, as a wallpaper or something, you could. I've also noticed, you can see it here, like, there's this weird, like, hazy effect that's, like, actually seems like it's on the lens of the camera. It's not fog in the distance, it's, like, on the camera lens. It's kind of weird. So we don't exactly know why we're out here, or even who we are, who this guy is. Is he our brother? Is he just a friend? Is he some random other survivor out here that we've made friends with? I don't know. It's basically, this game's not gonna spoil the story, but essentially, you know, apocalyptical situation. It's not a zombie game. It's definitely a walking simulator. What would you stop for? Stopped for a cutscene. Gonna go steal us a car. It'd be preferable to walking wherever we're going. Guess you want to go that way, don't you? Alright, what do we got? Ow. Okay, that was food. And we got a bridge with a boat. Okay. Can't do anything else here. Alright. Oh, I found some food. After you. There you go. He did that automatically. Did you work as a press photographer? How many pictures did you take? Just that one. Okay. No, it's just a hobby. I guess we're not brothers then. Someone called once the camera a little time machine. It It can bring you into the past to remember and to feel the emotions that accompany us during the period of our life. Sometimes it is extremely painful, though. It's good that there is such a possibility. And yeah, I'm assuming this takes place somewhere in Russia. Guy ain't too afraid of running into nothing. You don't have a knife out, a gun out, nothing. Alright, you hang out there. Where are you going now? See if we can scrounge anything. Okay. Can I cut that? Nice.
Эй, смотри!
It's a dog.
Привет, песик.
Hi, doggy. What's up, puppers? Can't pet you. At least you're friendly. It's gonna lay there. Kinda look like a big rat, sorta like a pig a little bit. I will take your picture. Too bad you can't pet him. I don't know where the dude went. There he is. Alright, we never went in here. Got distracted. Some more food. Well, as observant as our friend is that's leading us somewhere, he's not very helpful with finding stuff. Wish we could bring the dog with us. Okay, you want to go that way? You want to go that way? Okay, I'm gonna go over there. He'll wait. Probably gonna hit an invisible wall anyway, but if I can find any resources. Probably can't walk around here either. Do not need to go far. Yep, can't check those out or nothing. Alright then. Yeah, I wish more games out there would give you dog companions, you know, to help you get through the game. There's some that do, just not enough. Got some gum or some M&Ms in there or something, dude. Twizzlers. Come on, man. You got something in there. That backpack's loaded, bro. Maybe that's why he's not looking for any items, because his backpack's full. Alright guys, I'm actually gonna stop the video here. My timer's gone off on me. Appreciate you watching. Hope you'll stick around throughout this one. There's a story here once we get a little further into it. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.